Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So for this week, there won't be any training montages or highlights from Team Lilliebridge, only because it is a deload week for nearly all of us, and really there isn't anything too exciting there to go ahead and put up as far as footage goes. So just be pended for next weekend, where I'll do my best to get all that footage from the meet, just from everybody, both the men and the women of Team Lilliebridge. But for now, I will be putting up this video, which is kind of a mix of a vlog and a little bit of training footage for my deload, just talking about why it's important to deload. Now, if you are well into competing, you know that deloads are extremely important. However, if you are brand new to the sport, this is going to be a great video for you, just to talk a little bit about the importance of the deload. Now, the deload before a competition is absolutely imperative, because it's going to make sure that it does a few things. It's going to help, make sure that you are fresh coming into the competition. You should never ever be fried. You really want to make sure that your central nervous system has had enough time to recover, so that deload will help make sure that you do that. If anything, it really should get you excited to go ahead and lift at the competition, because you haven't lifted in a week. So for many of you, this is nearly impossible to do. So by the time that you hit the platform, you're just going to be super excited to hit those numbers. Now, another reason why a deload is important is because it's going to allow you to be able just to work a little bit on things that you might not have been doing already a little bit more closely, like your flexibility and your mobility work, just rolling out, that sort of thing. So me personally, I don't always do it as much as I should, but on a deload I do it just to make sure that the day of the meet I will be limber enough, and there's absolutely no problems with anything going into that competition. Not only that, if I have anything that's kind of lingering, like maybe every so often I'll get a little bit of a shoulder pain, that sort of thing, the deload usually helps alleviate any inflammation, so that I can at least get through the meet without any single problems or any major problems. Another reason why the deload is important is it's going to allow you to still continue to work that movement pattern. So whether that's on the squat, bench, or deadlift, but without actually going heavy. So if you can kind of think of it as practice before the big day, that's really what it is. You're not doing anything fatiguing, you're not doing anything difficult, you're just getting that practice time in. So in this footage that you've been seeing here in the corner of the video, you can see that I really don't go heavy at all. I go about a plate, 2 plates, 3 plates, and then I cut it. So that's about 50%, which is what coach recommended for us to do for this deload. So that'll be 50% for the for these squats. You don't have to be exactly 100% correct with a number. I mean, just pick something that's nice and even, close enough to 50%. So technically my 50% would be 300 pounds, but I went 315. So I mean, it's not going to be a make or break situation, so don't freak out if you aren't going exactly 50%, but the idea is just to take it easy. Did the same thing with the deadlift, so that's just 50% once again. I worked up to about 315, just working that movement pattern, getting the blood flow going, and moving around a little bit. And then probably on Wednesday or so, I will be doing the same thing with the bench. So just going up to 50% and kind of just moving everything around, getting everything going, and then just resting up. So some of the other important things that are not on camera that I do for a deload, I just make sure that I'm eating well. Typically I do a big weight cut, so I don't dramatically decrease my carbs, but I do decrease them a little bit and increase my protein. Regardless, I make sure that I'm getting my calories in, I'm making sure that I'm eating well. I'm not doing anything completely new. I'm not going in and doing accessories, super hardcore to the point where I'm going to be sore. because I haven't done, you know, anything hardcore like that in a while, or trying any new exercises that might throw me off or even injure me before the meet. I'm not doing anything crazy like that either. Let's see, off the top of my head, I make sure I get a lot of fluids, a lot of water, especially since I do water load before a competition. So, I mean, if you don't have to make a weight class still, you should be drinking your fluids. Another thing that's very important for this deload is make sure that you're getting enough rest. You know, these things add up over time, so if you're not resting, you're not eating well, and you're not drinking water, I mean, you know, let's say you missed it 2 days in a row where you didn't really have it 100% there, but you made up for it the other 2 days. Well, that's great, but you know, those other 2 days do add up where, you know, maybe you under ate by 300 calories on Monday and Tuesday, and on Wednesday you ate perfectly fine, but now you're in a caloric deficit of 600 calories. So, you know, it adds up. Same thing with the water. You know, maybe you missed a full gallon because you only drank half a gallon on Monday and Tuesday when you should have drank a full gallon each day. Okay? So just things to be conscious of. You know, you could probably go in and like I said, stretch out a little bit, kind of get everything going, but once again, don't do anything extreme. You really should be relaxing. If anything, I don't really think about the competition. Like, it's always on the back of my head when it comes up, but I'm never really overstressing it. When I first started lifting, I really made an effort to pump myself up all week, and you know, I was really like aggressive about it, and I really would just spend like every single minute, every single hour of the day looking at videos, reviewing things. Now as this is going to be my 8th competition, I take it a lot easier, and I really just kind of relax. If anything, I just go over the rules. I go over what might be expected, you know, make a little checklist, get my groceries that I need for that day, but really nothing extensive to the point of getting myself super hyped up. If anything, I try not to overthink, because sometimes it's also easy to overthink, and all of a sudden it starts becoming, wait, where do I put my feet on the squat? Where do I grab it? You know, and you start overthinking the things that you've already mastered. At this point, just trust the process. You put in the work. So just go out there and hit your numbers on the platform. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave some comments. I always do make it an effort to reply. Also, if you email me, I will reply as well. But thank you guys, and I'll try to put another video up before the meet. Thank you.